Well, good morning, side friend. This is Mitty Man coming at you again from Walker's Music. Well, I guess you should say another word for the day, Sunday morning edition. It's 1 a.m. people, and believe it or not, I've been trying to do this video ever since this morning around 6 o'clock. Or yesterday morning, now I should say. But nevertheless, we give God all the praise and honor and give Him the glory. It's all about Him, not about us. But nevertheless, we give Him thanks, life, health, and strength. And we thank Him for each and every one of you. Cyber friends, you know y'all. Just wanted to say on yesterday evening, 3 p.m. yesterday evening, we eulogized. We had a funeral of one of our dear sisters, cousin of mine. She was a member of Pleasant Grove Choir. My Mayran Jackson Jones. In other words, her daughter. In other words, Sheila. And they had a funeral service yesterday at my old high school. And needless to say that me and one of my I should say one of my prize choir members, and I did say one. I got many, but Christine, we have been really close many years, and Chris always makes certain that I need to be where I need to be, and we always get there on time. Matter of fact, before time. So as it was on today, we had to take the equipment. We had already made a trip on Friday to get the equipment together, get it packed up in the van, so we was able to go get it set up today for the service. And we got there about right around 1 o'clock, and just a little bit before, I believe. And we set up, got everything, got all the equipment set up, and after that time, she went to get back and get another one of our dear choir members, and gave me a chance to sit there in the old gymnasium where I used to play basketball at and everything. We had many good times in that gymnasium. The Henderson Gym, she called it. It was named the Henderson Gym. In my old high school was the Henderson High, but before I graduated, they had changed the name of the school from Henderson High to the Randolph County Comprehensive High. But nevertheless, they never did change the gym name. Gymnasium always been the Henderson Gymnasium. And but I was just sitting there, and you got a lot of time on your hand. I was the only one there, and they had the body was lying in state mid-court. At mid-court, that was the body, and I was sitting on the left side of the gym, and I had my keyboard and everything set up on that side. So as I was sitting there, I was thinking about the different things that we used to do in the choir, and with Sheila, and with all of us to talk and stuff after church and whatnot. And then you have a lot of time to reflect. And nevertheless, I was doing a double reflection, because not only was I in my old high school gym 36 years ago, but last time I could say I played ball in that gym was over 37 years ago. And well, actually, not my last time playing ball in the gymnasium, because as I went to Andrew College, they had something what they call City League, and I got a chance to play in there between 1982 and 84. So I went back in that gym and still played some ball then. But what I'm saying, people, is reflecting. I was looking out there at the body, the remains of our sister, and thinking to myself, as always, when I play these funerals. And I know that if Jesus delay his coming, one day that's going to be my remain. That's going to be me. I already know that. If Jesus delay his coming, and I keep, in other words, time going to progress, and time going to take us all. If Jesus delay his coming, we're going to go by way of the grave, or we're going to be caught up one of the ways. But we got to be changed. We got to be changed from this mortal until immortality. So we know we got to do it. So, but it just when you're sitting there like that, your mind reflect. And like I said, I was doing a double reflection, because I was reflecting back on my high school days, as well as looking forward to that great day when we all shall get together and there'll be no more separating. And we wonder sometimes why the test. Like the song said, when we try to do our best. But we will understand it better, if the old song say, by and by. But to a degree, people, I try to understand some of it now. We know that God meant for everything to be a whole lot different than what we got. Well, we have our father Adam and our mother Eve. They were deceived. Well, Eve were deceived by Satan. Adam, he free willingly disobeyed at the beckoning of his wife. That's why I tell us men folk, we need to be a little stronger than we are men folk. When you know you're right, you put your foot down and stand on for what's right. And if you lose anything for doing what's right, don't worry about it. You're going to automatically gain more. In other words, I don't know who I'm talking to tonight. May just be to me. If people cannot accept you for doing what's right, then you don't need their acceptance. You go on and do what's right. And I feel that's what man should have done. If Adam would have just told Eve when she brought that fruit to him, whatever it was. I don't know what it was. But whatever it was against God's rules and regulations. If Adam would have just have slapped that stuff out of his hand, or out of her hand, and then repeated to her what he had already told her, because she told Satan that God said, and God never talked to her, so I know Adam did tell her about that tree. But if he had just went ahead a little step further and told her, slapped it on out of her hand and said, what did I tell you? God told her never to touch this, not even look at it. Everything would have been okay. But it wasn't okay because Adam, knowing what God had told him, he still chose to disobey. So people, that's why we got death. That's why we got death. No other reason than disobedience. Nobody would have to die. And believe it or not, Jesus done took care of that. In other words, that's why he had to come to redeem us from that curse. One day, we'll never die. In other words, we just have to pass from this life to the next life. And while we're yet on this side, we can't understand the transition. But as the song say, one day, by and by, we will understand. But everything's going to be all right when the time of refreshing shall come. And it's closer than ever now, people. Remember, Paul and them were looking for it in their day. Here it is some 2,000 years later. So you know we are closer to it now than ever. So we just need to hold on to God's unchanging hand and realize that one day, all of the people all of our loved ones and friends and family that have made the transition before us, we're going to see them again. And this time, there will never be no more separation. You won't never have to worry about no more death. Oh no, that's past in this world. Jesus done fixed that thing, and ain't you glad? Jesus done fixed it. So when I sit here before you every day, just about every other day, when I do these videos, I don't do them for myself. But sometimes I get the benefit for some of the things I be speaking of. I be speaking of things that I need my own self. But I'm hoping that I'm helping somebody besides myself. Jesus had paid the debt. All we have to do is walk the walk. Now, I know we can talk, and he gave us a mouth to do that. And he said, you shall have what you say. Now, I go and read Mark 11. They tell you about speaking the word. But we got to do more than just talk, people. Action, corresponding action must follow these words that we say. Then and only then shall we reap the harvest that Christ wants us to reap. You see, Jesus has paid the price. He's purchased everything for us. Oh, brother, sometimes people I know it get hard. Don't see it sometimes. Seems like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Sometimes it seems like everything you do fall or fail. And you don't understand. You be trying to do like what you think in our mind. I know I feel that way a lot of times. That, Lord, what else I'm supposed to do? But then I remember, it's not what I've done, but it's what Jesus has done. But sometimes we just have to be patient. Wait on time for that change to come. And if we be patient, don't lose faith. Hold on. We will win. You see, I read the end of the book. I read Revelation. And guess what? We win. Oh, it may look like you're not winning right now sometimes. The wicked seem to prosper, and like the more you do to try to do right, like the worse thing get for you. But no, it seems that way. Remember, Asaph had that problem too. Read the book of Psalms. Read all of them. You can see where Asaph had a problem with the wicked, where how he saw them prosper in his own eye. But see, the wicked don't really prosper. It seems like they prosper. So you just hold on, and everything gonna be all right. So we get this saved here to, I say to my family, Mayran, and all of them, Dorothy, all the aunties and everything, the uncles, all my big cousins. I call them. I call them all of my big cousins, and we just tell them to hold on and just keep on stepping one day at a time and take it one day at a time. We never gonna forget Sheila. We can't forget her, but it'll get better. It'll get better, but we'll never forget her. But just go on, cause one day, you know what? She'll never come back to us, but we got to go to her. So let us keep ourselves right so we can go to her. This is Mitty Man. Till the next time, next video, next Bible study, whichever comes first. Peace and good night.